Hi, everyone, and welcome. We're so glad that you could join us. My name is Amanda Bassos, and I'm the Regional Clinical Outreach Director with LifeSkills South Florida. LifeSkills is a dually licensed treatment facility offering clinical care to adults who present both with complex psychiatric disorders and substance use disorders. LifeSkills is a program of Odyssey Behavioral Health, and I am delighted to be sharing this time with you. I'd like to introduce LifeSkills South Florida's clinical director, Dr. David Achman, who's a licensed psychologist and a certified addictions professional with almost 30 years of experience in the field of behavioral health. Thank you so much for joining today, Dr. Achman.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, glad that you're here. And I also have Kayla Carson here with us. Kayla, would you like to introduce yourself and Chris?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Kayla Carson, Regional Director of Clinical Partnerships for the Zile Eating Disorder Network. Our network is comprised of Zile House, Magnolia Creek, and Toledo Center for Eating Disorders, and we offer residential and partial hospitalization programming for all genders, ages 12 and up. I'm so happy to introduce my teammate, Chris Zile. She is our chaplain and spiritual leader at Zile House, which is located in Anderson, Indiana. Chris, we are so happy to have you.
Thanks. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Amanda, what are we discussing today?
Yeah, well, I hope today that we could come together as an Odyssey Behavioral Health family and pause, right? And look at what the month of September represents, because there's a lot going on. September is a popular month, to say the least, for mental health related observances. And September includes National Recovery Month, Suicide Prevention Month, and Self-Care Awareness Month. And of course, we'll never forget the anniversary of September 11th and all who were impacted so greatly on that day. Additionally, September 12th is National Day of Encouragement. Now, all of this together has caused me to, again, pause and look at what's happening right now. We're in this season of so much change and challenges with increased isolation. And we as professionals know what a difference having a strong community of supports around us can make when one has community, when one has encouragement. It helps so much on one's journey to recovery.
Yes, wow, Amanda. September sounds like just such a great time to reflect on the last several months and really do a personal check-in. And I do notice some of the themes with these observances. It seems that just this continued need for community, connection, progress, and even building our self-worth is this overarching theme with all of the observances going on in September.
Absolutely, absolutely, Kayla. I couldn't have said that better. The ideas and themes that you mentioned are experiences that we all have had, right, as humans. And as part of Odyssey Behavioral Health, LifeSkills believes that individuals have the ability to change with the support of compassionate and nurturing caregivers, right? That support of connection and community. So let's hear from our experts. Dr. Achman, what are some things that we do specifically at LifeSkills to help create connection, to build on community, and to provide that encouragement?
Thank you, Amanda. This is a very important time to pause and reflect while also encouraging each other. In behavioral health care, we know that isolation is such a large component of so many disease processes. In order to prevent clients from isolating continuously, we utilize a forced socialization model, and our clinical schedules allow for our clients to socialize and to process with each other in a community setting throughout our milieu. We also understand the role that a holistic approach to treatment plays. This helps in improving mental well-being by reducing anxiety and depression, as well as improving self-esteem and cognitive functioning. In conjunction with our evidence-based clinical programming, our integrated primary and behavioral care treatment model incorporates elements that offer clients the opportunity to complete their recovery process within the community and with wellness.
Dr. Achman, it sounds like LifeSkills just does such an amazing job of creating that sense of community as part of recovery. And humans are social beings, and community togetherness is so important. And, you know, that theme does translate over into our eating disorder network as well. Our clients have tons of time for interaction, whether it's in groups or just with social time. And I know at Zile House, when our women discharge from our program and graduate, they forever become Zile sisters, creating this ongoing sense of community that's so important for their recovery. And Chris, thinking about this idea of connection and community, encouragement, how can we use spirituality when we're considering our own self-worth and need for these things?
Well, I'll tell you, Kayla, we've been made for connection, and it's sort of a divine setup to need God and other people, and ultimately to have the acceptance of ourselves. We have to be connected to ourselves before we can be connected to other people. Self-acceptance is very fundamental. Also, we have to remember that, well, we've probably forgotten who we are. We're sacred and holy creatures made by a loving God. And so that helps to be rooted and grounded in the truth of who and what we are. The other thing is to be honest with yourself, a self-awareness as whether or not we've walled ourselves up against love, because it's scary. It's kind of terrifying to be vulnerable and allow yourself to be seen. But it's the only way it's going to happen. Being open and curious about life and others kind of paves the way to an openness of yourself and your heart. I think also perspective and attitude is critical. Sometimes it's just really difficult being a human being. And particularly now with so many things that are new that we're asked to accept. I personally have had kind of a difficult time. Sometimes I have trouble with myself. And so when I learn what is helpful, I like to pass it on. So there is that place for not saying, well, why me? Why us? But more like, what has this come to teach me? Mm-hmm. That provides an openness. So, and also, I think the three places that we have so much power are the ability to choose, the ability to change, and the ability to step into that place where we're grown up and say, I'm taking responsibility for myself. There's a lot of freedom in that. Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. That was beautiful, Chris. Thank you for sharing that. You know, the willingness to be open, as you said, and explore and connect. Such important foundational features, right, for continued growth, which I know as Odyssey Behavioral Health, as a network of care, we all come together to encourage that continued support. We help, you know, kind of find that openness, remind of everyone's unique gifts, and help them to determine a life worth living, right, as on their journey to recovery. So thank you so much. And on behalf of Odyssey Behavioral Health, LifeSkills South Florida, and Zile Eating Disorder Network, we thank our leadership for their time, their energy, and their extraordinary care that you provide on a daily basis to our staff, our clients, and our clients' families. We want to thank you so much for the work that you do, and thank you to our guests for watching this video. We hope that you'll feel encouraged as well. Feel free to reach out with any questions regarding Odyssey Behavioral Health's network of care. We are happy to connect more in full. Thank you so much, and we wish you well. Take care.
Bye, all.
Bye.